Hey guys, Ponce here on the public test room, and in this video I want to talk to everyone about some potential jungle changes which may be coming to live. Don't know if they will be, but for the time being, the main change, the big one, is that Smite is now kind of on like this ammo system, sort of like Corky missiles or Timo mushrooms. Basically, you can store up to 2 Smites. You get a new charge every 75 seconds, so the cooldown itself per Smite is longer, but you store charges, which is interesting. And I've already gone ahead and done this just to test, but my level 1 clear on Rek'Sai remains completely unchanged, just because of how it works. So don't worry about your stuff being nerfed early. And I haven't tested this in a full game either, but just, my understanding of how the jungle has been working lately, the whole ammo system seems a lot better for late game, mid to late game jungling, just because, well, you're not consist. I mean, it probably would be enough if you're consistently clearing the jungle, but usually you aren't. There's breaks or you're doing other things with Smite and stuff like that. So, basically, so I'm going to continue like I've been doing this whole time. I smite this thing immediately, so the cooldown for the next thing starts coming back for the next thing. By the time, in fact, Smite is actually ready earlier than it normally is when I do this method. It'll be ready like basically exactly as I start the red buff here. Aside from that, there are some other balance changes to the jungle. For example, Krug and the golems and the double golems plus the frog camp. Those guys now they move slightly faster, so they're basically harder to like leash back and forth, I suppose. In addition to that, they now basically they. Well, actually, let me just do this camp, and we'll talk about this in a second. So I'm just going to heal up a bit, because this is what I would normally do in a normal game. We'll wait for the laser. See, I have my smite up already, so I'm just a full heal right there. May as well use a pawn. It doesn't really matter, but... that. So let's get a point into that. And yeah, so as I was saying, Ancient Krug, or the double golems down here, plus the frog up here, they actually now have access to their own buff, so if you don't, or rather, if you're fighting them normally, they basically can, the double golems can stun you, and this guy up here, the frog dude, he will actually poison you if you attack him. However, as a jungler, you can actually steal the buff away from them with your smite. So basically, I'll show you guys up here. Normally, I'd clear this blue thing right here because my smite isn't up, but it doesn't really matter. So as you can see, I could have cleared the buff, gone straight to this, and then used my smite on this guy. So basically, if I attack this guy normally, now I have this poison debuff thing on me. Like the debuff that you would normally be putting on other things. So I'm just going to back off here. So the buff goes away. Alright, let me just smite him. And see, now I've stolen it from him. And the thing no longer debuffs me, I'm debuffing him instead. Aside from that, another small change is Scuttle Crab is like slightly weaker. Although it's more or less the same, I believe. However, it gives more money and gold now, so I'll just show you that real quick. Not by a lot, but it's just kind of an interesting change there. Laser beam in for the hell of it. Still kind of tanky, but see, I got 50 gold, and he gives a little bit more EXP too. So that's kind of nice. Overall, this is basically a buff to junglers, I suppose, just kind of the general feel of all the changes here. I was reading a Riot post, and they're sort of talking about how they don't want level 1 poaching, people poaching, or laners rather, poaching jungler camps at level 1. So they're making it a bit hard. That's why, the camps move a bit faster, because the frog and the double golems here are sort of prime targets to be stolen away and give laners EXP. And they really don't like that. Riot doesn't seem to like that. They've been always trying to get people to stop doing that through, the various seasons and various changes. So, yeah, that's that for you. I hope you guys found this informative, and we'll see how this goes live. I suspect something along these lines is going to go live. They've been sort of tweaking and working on the jungle for quite some time now, so something will definitely be happening. But whether it's going to be this exact game, well, time will tell. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you around.